Hello everybody, welcome back once again to Collecting and Hobbies. Today we are going to finally reveal how the Force Link bracelet from the Last Jedi products is, well, how it works. Now, the last review I showed you the box, I did a total unboxing, but I couldn't find my screwdriver. And I completely lost it. I had a little pocket knife screwdriver. This doesn't say anything about needing a screwdriver to open up the battery compartment to put batteries in it. Otherwise, I would have been prepared. But that's kind of what happens when you do a live unboxing where it's just the actual, first time everything. So now that I got the screwdriver, I've opened it up. I have not tried it yet. It's still like a first time thing. And here's the box. We'll just go ahead and go over it now that we're all ready to go. And if you're wondering why it's so beat up, see my last review, I guess. It came that way, basically. They're all 8 of them that I found at Walmart were like that. They come 8 to a case. They sell for $24.97. And yeah, so there's the barcode if you want to punch that into brickseek.com and look to see if they have them in stock in your area. Just type in that barcode. If you're interested in the date code, 72022. This is on the bottom of the box, which is extremely rare because I never, hardly ever have a 2 at the end. It's almost always a 1, 99% of the time. So I guess that means this is a second production run. If you look on the figure, the Kylo Ren figure, and the Force Link bracelet itself, it actually says copyright 2016, which this is almost September of 2017. Today is August 29th, actually. I got this 2 days ago. Alright, so here's the packaging. There's the Kylo Ren figure. He does come with a cloak, we found out, which we didn't know before. There's a really good shot of Rey. There's Finn. There's BB-8's head. And authentic creature sounds. So yes, these do work with the creature assortment as well. So I'm assuming this is also going to work with the probe droid since it's in the same assortment as the Rathtar. The Rathtar, that's the thing you're looking at right there, the big red thing, eating up the guy that it actually comes with. And both the figure and the Rathtar both have chips, I guess, somewhere inside them and make them do that. This also says that it has lights and sounds for the TIE Fighter that Kylo Ren drives. One of the, which we'll probably find out real soon here, says, "I'll show you the dark side." For Kylo Ren, that's the figure that the actual Force Link bracelet comes with. And you can see his cloak there. So that kind of might give it away. Wear Force Link to activate lights, sounds, and more in 30 plus toys. Now what they're talking about there is pretty much everything in the Last Jedi line, except for the 6-inch figures. Anything made by Hasbro, more specifically, has, well, anything that has that on that Force Link logo, or on the bottom of the figure. If you look on the bottom of the figures, they all have a little blue mark on their foot. I highly doubt that this is where the chip is, because that would be too small. The feet are sculpted in a way that, they're no different than any other figure. When I was first told about this by Hasbro, since I'm a retailer, and they talk about these things in advance sometimes, I was told that the chip is supposed to be somewhere in the torso, or even down in here somewhere. So they might be able, some figures might still have movable waist, because they said they were going to add that added articulation to this line, because a lot of people didn't like the 5 POAs. But then again, they sell like 5 or 6 times more than the 6-inch Black Series figures, simply because they pack 12 per case. But all right, so moving on. Here's Captain Phasma. And there's a First Order Stormtrooper and several other ones down here. Get a look at that for you. And let's see, what else can I show you? It says includes Force Link and figure. Right up there. There's the logo. It doesn't actually say anything about The Last Jedi on any of the stuff. It just says Star Wars. And here's the probe droid I was talking about, which comes with a stand, it looks like, because they show the stand in the picture. Here's the Rathtar. The probe droid packs 1 per case, by the way. These are 3 per case. And this will probably come out again in the second assortment with the Luke and Wampa, because this comes to Darth Vader, actually. This is like a police speeder. This retails for $29.99. These are $19.99 each. This is the... there's 2 different versions from what I understand. There's a $179.99 version, because I think, from what I remember, wholesale, they're like $150. That's what they charge retailers for them. So the retailers are going to sell it for like $200 or $180, I guess, depending on which one you get. This is the fold-out BB-8, but I'm going to do a separate review just because this is starting to get long. 7 minutes already. These are both Force Link compatible. This has a multitude of Force Link compatible components. The figures are both Force Link compatible. The base, each section of this has a different Force Link compatible sound. Boba Fett, Han Solo, one of the Rey's sayings, I guess, is "I'm with the Resistance," because he's holding the figure, and weapons, sound effects. See, these are motion activated, so I'm pretty sure the chips are inside the torso somewhere. Activate lights and sounds. Not necessarily meaning... See, the way that he's holding his thumb, it might mean that you might be able to push a button and make it light up and sound if you don't have a Force Link. But then again, maybe you need one. I don't have that vehicle at the moment, so I wouldn't know. There's a lot of the figures right there. Finn, Luke, Rose, Chewbacca, First Order Stormtrooper, C-3PO. All these figures that are being re-released. Some of them are repacks of older figures, but they're all Force Link compatible now. So that means they'll all make noise. And now for the main event. I just now unscrewed the little compartment you need to put the batteries in. Some batteries right there. Okay, that's what it looks like. And there's this part. I was having a hard time getting it off, actually, but this screw is really not that deep, so just lift this part up when you unscrew it. Because I was trying to pull it off from the other side. All right, so here we go. Make sure that the batteries are facing the right direction. It'll probably make a noise, I bet, when you first get it on. Or not. Oh, there it goes. You gotta touch it. There you go. Ooh, it lights up. Alright, so let's see what this thing does. The Comtech reader that came out in 1999 came with its own exclusive chip. Wow, this thing's really lighting up. Oh, that's just the phone. When you have something that close, it kind of blurs it, makes it look like a lightsaber effect or something. Alright. There you go, got it in nice and tight. And here's the lightsaber to Kylo Ren. Like that. It is slightly different. He is in the way there, so he might. So it's just sound effects or motion. So I kind of tapped on it for a while. This maybe I should have done with this with my laptop. See, I'm tapping on it because it says in the instructions to tap on it harder if it doesn't do anything. Gotta put this thing on real quick. Pause it. I'll show you this real quick. This is made out of a pretty elastic band. Now you might want to take this off and put your own on there because it does stretch a bit, not a whole lot. It is made for I guess they're very much intending that collectors not buy these. But it looks like it's definitely for a younger audience. So this is what I'm trying to do here because I can't do this on camera. I'm just going to go ahead and put it through the slot, put the Velcro on it. I couldn't get it on. My hand was, wow. I'm not even sure I can get it on, to be honest. I might have to do this without actually putting it on my arm. Yeah, this, I don't think there's any possible way for an adult to actually, at least not if you're putting your hand in it, through it. Now, if you're worried about battery powers, like I showed in the other video, I showed the actual instruction sheet. The thing will go to sleep after 5 minutes of non-use, so you don't have to worry about that. And it'll give you a special message when batteries get low. Wow. Hold on. Now, I'm going to tell you this much. If you are a bigger person, if you have a big wrist or a big arm, okay, I finally got it through. But it's going to be a tight squeeze. I already see my veins popping up on my wrist like a tourniquet. And yeah, these are definitely made for young people with really small wrists, really small arms. All right, here we go. Now I got it on. Okay, so it says to put the figure in your hand and basically move it around. It just turned off due to inactivity, so alright. Let's keep trying this. It doesn't actually have like an on and off button. There's no button. I would suggest that when you do tap it, there's this little speaker part right there under that Wonder Woman looking thing, that W. I would highly suggest that you tap it around there. Now, maybe you need to read it first. I don't know. And so far, here's the instruction booklet. Okay, I got it to work. I was actually looking for the instruction booklet. Alright, this is what I did to make it work. I don't know if this is like a sensor or whatever, this blue thing, because it doesn't look the same as the rest of the plastic. So I tapped it on here. He said a lot more the first time.
Show me again the power of the darkness. I will let nothing stand in our way.
Okay. I know you can't see me, but I'm shaking my arm literally as hard as I can, and it's not doing anything. Moving up and down, side to side.
Show me again the power of the darkness. Put every hanger on lockdown. I will let nothing stand in our way. Show me again the power of the darkness.
Maybe if you take his cape off.
I will let nothing stand in our way. Show me again the power of the darkness.
Alright, maybe I can't
I will let nothing stand in our way.
say this as a...
Show me again the power of the darkness.
I'm moving around.
I will let nothing stand in our way. Show me again the power of the darkness. I will let nothing stand in our way.
Yeah, but...
Show me again the power of the darkness. I will let nothing stand in our way.
These definitely sound like real music. I mean, real, real clips from the movie. But
Show me again the power of the darkness.
I must say the chip is right here in the back, because that's where it seems to.
I will let nothing stand in our way.
Maybe they're crappy batteries. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But I'm disappointed with it, to be honest. The phrases sound way better than the context. They're real, but it doesn't do what it says it's supposed to do. That's for sure. I would highly, as of right now, I mean, if all of these work the same as the one mine does, as the way mine does, I would say that skip it basically. Okay, so if you don't have anything besides the bracelet, I don't have any of the other figures with me. I don't know who or if they even react with each other. People say they do. I'm going to probably think that they do not, based on, I don't know, just based on what I've already done. I'm tapping this thing in. There we go. I got it back on.
Show me again the power of the darkness. I will let nothing stand in our way.
This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to move it side to side. You just have to watch my other video to see the instructions. I can't find them.
Show me again the power of the darkness. I will let nothing stand in our way. Show me again the power of the darkness.
Yeah, this thing doesn't work very well.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Find them. You know what I've come for. Where is it? I will let nothing stand in our way. Show me again the power of the darkness.
Okay, so you saw that, right?
I will let nothing stand in our way. Show me again the power of the darkness. I will let nothing stand in our way. Show me again the power of the darkness. Put every hanger on lockdown. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Find them. You know what I've come for. Where is it? I will let nothing stand in our way.
Okay, so maybe it has like 2 chips in there, because when you flip them around, sometimes it reads different. So it has, I think I counted 8 phrases per figure, or at least this one does. So that's how it works. So it does do a little bit of motion stuff, but it's nothing like where the instruction says move your arms around and do whatever, and it doesn't even read the figure through your hand. So, I mean, I'm not wearing it upside down. Yeah, it reads, but it just doesn't do what it says that it's supposed to do. Which I'm kind of surprised that they would say that it does that when it doesn't.
Show me again the power of the darkness.
They greatly exaggerated. I would even call it false advertising, maybe, because
I will let nothing stand in our way. Show me again the power of the darkness. Put every hanger on lockdown.
see, it's not even blinking. Oh no, it is.
I will let nothing stand in our way.
I guess you gotta let it reset.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Find them. You know what I've come for. Where is it? Put every hanger on lockdown. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Find them. You know what I've come for. Where is it? Show me again the power of the darkness. I will let nothing stand in our way. Put every hanger on lockdown. Show me again the power of the darkness. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. I will let nothing stand in our way. Find them.
Oh, there you go. The more you move it, the more it changes, but you literally have to be hitting this. And I was hoping that even though I kind of knew this already because it said I was told that the chips are inside. When I saw this on the, like when I first saw these in pictures and they showed this little thing, I was hoping it was going to be like the Rogue One figures where you scan something and then it would like save it to the memory in here. So once you had that figure, you'd be able to, kind of, they just like swap up or whatever, and you could have like everybody in there have a bunch of different sayings. But so obviously, either there's 2 chips in here, or you're supposed to.
Show me again the power of the darkness. You know what I've come for. Where is it? Put every hanger on lockdown.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe if you have better quality batteries, I don't know. But there we go. I mean, these are $6 batteries. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but yeah. So unless you want to buy the expensive batteries, put 3 of them in there. I just don't know. I just don't think it does what it says it's supposed to do, to be honest. And
I will let nothing stand in our way.
so if I ever get any of these figures or any of the vehicles, I'll probably just not wear this just put it on. You know, put the vehicle or the figure near it.
Show me again the power of the darkness. I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
I say it's not worth it personally, but unless you just want to hear the phrases. All right. Anyway, that's it. That's all. Um. Bye.